Brad is going to be joining me, or is joining me right now. Brad, we saw the day kind of start really hazy, it did improve, although it was still out there, right?
Yeah, it's better than it was so bad early today that just a little bit of incremental improvement looked a lot better. I mean, there's still some haze out there tonight. You can see from our live camera, this is over in Dallas. This is our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network looking towards Dallas. You can still see the haze, even though it's dark out, but we're seeing some improvement out there. Air quality has improved quite a bit. We're starting to see basically code yellow now, some code orange, but I think we'll be green by morning. Isolated strong storms tomorrow and scattered strong storms as we look ahead to Thursday as well. What's going to drive this is something we call an MCV. That's just a fancy term for what we call a thunderstorm-induced low-pressure system that is developed here in eastern parts of Tennessee into southwestern North Carolina, actually producing a severe thunderstorm warning right now in southwestern part of the state. You can see the low risk overnight as that moves in. Tomorrow, as that thing rotates over us, we'll be under a low risk for some strong storms tomorrow. The thing about this setup, there's not going to be widespread. It's not going to be rain everywhere. Some of you will see absolutely nothing, but it's one of those days where the scattered storms that do get going have the potential to be severe, and that'll be repeated on Thursday. So these pop-up storms, let's say we see 5 or 6 storms, 1 or 2 of them are going to become severe. That's the kind of setup we're going to see over the next couple of days. So we could actually use some rain out there, help cool things down, water those lawns and gardens, and actually help clear out some of that smoke. But the smoke's being pushed out by that northwest flow. The main risk tomorrow and really Thursday will be damaging straight line winds, and any slow moving storms, certainly with the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, could produce flash flooding. There's that low kind of rotating over. So scattered storm develops tomorrow. It's going to be pretty isolated. That northwest flow continues on Thursday. Another scattered storm possible during the afternoon. And then here comes a legit cold front. Temperatures actually are going to cool back into the upper 80s for the weekend. You have to enjoy that because the heat is going to come roaring back. Tonight, we'll watch that little area of thunderstorm activity try to move east. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 or 2 showers are around in the morning before things dry out. But then during the day tomorrow, notice not a lot of storms, maybe 1 or 2, but again, they could be strong to severe if they develop quick enough in the heating of the day. Thursday, we'll probably wake up to dry conditions, but as the day goes on, an isolated or scattered storm. So don't look for widespread rain. That is not going to happen. If the irrigation system's on, I would keep them going. Pretty humid the next couple of days. Air you can wear for Wednesday and Thursday, but notice, yes, less humid, drier air moving in for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dew points in the low 60s in the summer. It actually feels pretty good. As I mentioned, there's not a lot of rain in the forecast unless you're under one of those localized storms. So 7-day rainfall forecast is looking pretty small. But one thing that is really off the charts, the mosquitoes. The skeeter meter is in the yuck range. By far the worst mosquito activity I've seen all summer, and it's right now, and that's going to continue, it looks like, into August. So warm temperatures, the whole lower 48. You know about all the heat everywhere. Even though we've got a cool weekend ahead, temperatures are on the rise next week, and we'll see that reflected in our Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Warm the next couple of days. Now cooler this weekend, so we're going to see some upper 80s, but let me go 10 days into the future, and you start to see those low and mid 90s returning for most of next week.